Stop. Think about the most powerful person you know, the one everyone respects, the one nobody messes with. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you saw that person explain themselves? When was the last time they said, "No, no, no, let me tell you why I did that"? You can't remember, can you? Because they never do, and that right there is not a coincidence. Today we are going to talk about something that nobody teaches you in school, something the most powerful, most respected people in the world figured out a long time ago. They stopped explaining themselves. And the moment they stopped, everything changed. Let me paint you a picture. Two managers walk into a meeting late. The first one sits down and says, "Sorry I'm late. Traffic was crazy. My phone died. I had to stop for gas. I almost didn't make it." Everyone at the table is already zoning out. The second one walks in, sits down, looks around the room, and says, "Nothing," just nods and opens their notebook. Who do you respect more? Exactly. Nobody asked the first person to explain, but they did anyway. And the moment they opened their mouth to justify themselves, they handed their power to the room. The second person gave nothing away. And because they gave nothing, the room gave them everything. Attention, respect, authority. This is the first secret. When you over-explain, you are telling the world you are scared of what they think. Here is something wild. When a lion walks through the jungle, it does not stop to explain why it is walking there. It does not look around hoping the other animals understand. It just walks. And every single animal gets out of the way. That is power. Not loud power, not angry power, just calm, quiet, total power. Now think about how most people move through life. Someone gives them a look, they panic, they start talking, they start defending. They start explaining every little thing they did and why they did it and how they meant no harm, and they hope everyone is okay with it. And the more they explain, the smaller they become. Because here is the truth that will change how you carry yourself forever. Explanations are requests for approval. Read that again. Every time you explain yourself without being asked, you are saying, "Please approve of me. Please think I am good. Please do not be upset." You are handing a stranger the remote control to your confidence. And powerful people, they do not do that. And now I know what you are thinking. But what if people misunderstand me? Let them. I know that sounds harsh. Stay with me. When you run after every misunderstanding and try to fix it with words, you teach people that your actions need a footnote, that your decisions need a disclaimer, that you need permission. But when you let your actions speak and you stay quiet, something beautiful happens. People start to wonder about you. They start to fill in the blanks themselves. And almost always, the story they make up in their head about you is better than anything you could have said. Silence is not emptiness, silence is mystery, and mystery is magnetic. Think about the most legendary figures in history, the ones we still talk about, the ones who changed the world. They did not sit around writing long letters explaining their every move. They moved, they decided, they acted, and the world had to catch up, because that is what real confidence looks like. It does not ask, "Does this look okay?" It just goes. And here is the part that gets really interesting. The more you explain yourself, the more people expect you to explain yourself. It becomes a habit, a trap. First you explain why you were late. Then you explain why you changed your mind. Then you explain your weekend plans. Then you explain your dreams. Then you are standing in your own kitchen at midnight, explaining to yourself why you deserve to be happy. You train them to question you. But the people who never explain, nobody questions them. Not because people are afraid to, but because something about their energy says, "Now this person already knows what they are doing. There is no need to ask." So, how do you become that person? First, get comfortable with the pause. Someone asks you why you made a choice. Instead of rushing to fill the silence, just breathe. Look at them calmly. Then speak only what is necessary. Not everything you are thinking, just what matters. Second, remove the word "sorry" from places it does not belong. Not from genuine apologies, but from sentences like, "Sorry, I just feel like," or "Sorry for asking, but..." You are not sorry. Stop apologizing for existing. Third, let your results do the talking. The best response to doubt is not a speech. It is results. Show up. Do the work. Win. Then stay quiet and let the outcomes shut every mouth that doubted you. Here is the most important thing I want you to take away from this video. The powerful people are not quiet because they have nothing to say. They are quiet because they know something most people do not. Your energy is currency. Every word you use to defend yourself is money you spend on someone who never asked for it. Every explanation you give out of fear is a piece of your power you are handing away for free. And the moment you stop giving it away, the moment you walk into a room and let your presence speak before your mouth does, people feel it. They cannot explain it, but they feel it. That is the kind of respect that does not need to be asked for. It just shows up, just like you. Thank you for watching. If this hit different today, you already know what to do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.